Hello, how you doing? Really with dogs here. Today I'm looking at the Ellora Caves in India. I'd seen pictures from these sites before and I just thought, oh, somewhere in India. And then it's like I realised the other day when I looked properly that all these places, there's a lot of these places close together. It's called Ellora Caves. There's 100 caves. 34 are open to the public. I don't know about the others, what's in them or whatever, but they're astonishing, and obviously they said they're all rock carved, yeah? Sorry about that, I thought I'd turn that down. Look at that carved, that's supposed to be all hand carved, right? That's just one bit of this thing. Look at the arms where the hands are snapped off. And look at the jewellery and the tassels. How could you carve them by hand? If you made one mistake, the whole game's a bogey. And look behind, right into the recesses. You'd have to get round about that. There's no way you could carve round the head. You won't be able to get a chisel inside there. You would not be able to get a chisel into them recesses. See these recesses here, where it's like space? You'd have to get the chisel inside it, right inside, and bend round corners. You have to chisel round the corner. You can't do it. Not with such a hard stone. You couldn't tap delicate bits off. You couldn't take them off without risk of snapping it. Just, it's nonsense to think that. Look how intricate that is. Inside the, like where the belt area is. Like, sorry. Doesn't matter anyway, but it's just so intricate. You couldn't. It's not feasible at all. That's just one bit of the thing. Look at it. Like, see there, them gaps there. You have to go around the back, and you can't get to it unless it was built in stages, pieced together. Carved out of something really soft and then fitted into it. Look how deep that is. So, let me get back to the gallery here. And this is the place, Ellora Caves. So that, if you look at the bar there, that's a key. So that's 300 metres. Yeah, I thought it were kilometres at first, but I think it's just metres, isn't it? It's just metres. That's 300 metres. So look how near these things are together. So they're over at like half a mile at most, if that. There's 100 of these things. It's only showing us 34 of them. Look, some there. On there. Where's the rest of them? It says there's 100. And they're all right on the edge, like on the left hand side. Is this like flat land? And then there's a ridge here. And this is all hills. What? You can see how it's so distinctly different. And these are all like on the ridge of the highest point, looking over this way, that they can see. You can see, can't you, from here across this plain. I don't think this is anything, but can you see how there's like circles here? I don't know if that's just a map or what that's meant to be. Probably nothing, but look, they're on north to south, apart from those there. But there's only 34 opened. Oh, see this. So, and this is inside one of them, yeah? If it's carved by a rock, why have they put a roof support? Why have they carved it out to look like how you'd build a ceiling, a roof? They're all braces. They're all bracing, keeping the weight, keeping that from falling in. This reminds me of an opium poppy. I don't know if it's an opium pod. I don't know if it is. That's what it's supposed to represent, but it's what it totally reminds me of. But this roof decoration, that is how you build. You put in a cross piece like that, and then you brace it with these. If it's for decoration, yeah, which is all it'd be if it was rock carved, it'd just be for decoration. Well, they've done it exactly how we build a roof. So, was that just a coincidence? I don't think so. Not a chance. Even how they go, these braces are coming down and they're finishing there, but like they're substantial at bottom and clamped in exactly like you do, but they just made them decorative, but they're clamped in them. You can see how it's all pieced. So they carved them niches out as well. You can see there. And look, the braces carry on, supports carry on. So they just carved them for nothing, just for decoration, eh? No, not a chance. Okay. And this is the one here. Sorry, bear with me. Oh, there's that ribbon again. This thing. Look at that on top. It looks like some sort of boiler or something like that. There's somewhere else what's got a thing on it like this. And dear, I'm sorry. Oops. I did make a vlog over there, but knackered it up, so this is why you're getting this version of it. Well, that's another one. That's the other one what reminds me of a boiler as well. This thing here. It's like a boiler, and that middle bit now, that could be where the steam comes out and feeds it to wherever. That looks like the door of a boiler where you put the coal in, feed the coal in, that's where the boiler happens. That's the middle bit where the steam comes out. You can feed that steam to wherever you want by pipes, and then you'd have a chimney, that front piece here, probably a chimney. If it was, you know, they're meant to represent one, but it just looks like a boiler to me. It's there. Sorry, there's that decorative thing again. But there's some part of this I want to show. It's here. This is it. Look. You can see where that roof, I think it was a floor, this came out. This top bit, it's crumbled away, fallen in. But you can see how it's built up, how it's layered up, and you can see how you can see straps in this wall where a frame's inside there keeping that wall up. I made this vlog other day, and then Wise Up dropped that Roman vlog last night, and I thought, wow, you know, the first time I ever watched a Wise Up video, it was like it scratched an itch for me. What I've been there for years, you know what I mean? It was just like scratching an itch. It's the best way I can describe it. And I can see exactly what he means. I watch his vlogs a couple of times, and then he makes it so clear, and I can see it now, thanks to him. I don't big up many people at all, but Wise Up is just, you know, the guy's something else. He's brilliant at this. You can see though, can't you? I'm not tripping here, look. You can see how that's distinctly different from that. It's not like rock, like stratas of rock. That's like it's had a layer poured on, and then it's had a layer poured on top. You can see the processes. Here especially, you can see it clear as day, and there. It's so clear. You see where beams are snapped off, where we're interconnecting. It's just totally different material. Everything's concrete of some sort. I'm not too sure, but I know it's not carved out of single pieces of rock. You can see, and stuff's come down over the top of it, and it's collapsed down, fallen all around. And then over years, people have come and added bits to it and faffed with it, and should have stopped it there a minute, because this place, they say it's rock carved, right, but oh damn it, right, rock carved, but you can see here, this how it's laid on it and then folded over, well made to look like that. You can see where it's studded in. These are covering up studs when it's holding it down, and they just made them decorative, but they're studs to keep that fastened down. See, again there it's folded down. If that were carved out of rock, they'd have had to carve under it, and think how thin that would be and how easy it would be just to dink it and put a big chunk out of it. Rock's brittle. You tap at rock, and you know, but cutting it neat and where you want it to go, as intricate as that, is not as easy as they would have us believe. The canopies here, see how that, these things here, they've not carved them, that's again built, these veranda things, to run the rain off and keep the sun off. It's weathering, and you wouldn't have to carve it like that, so why would they choose to? They can, obviously they can make it look any way they want, but they've done it, it's been weathered for the weather, so it keeps the rain and sun and stuff from, you know, like we use verandas today. The verandas, permanent verandas, but they've somehow turned solid as stone. And people can laugh and tell me I'm talking shite or whatever, I don't care anymore, because I know Wise Up's right. I know he's right. It's French protesting against the Jabba Dabba don't. Look, just think 100 of these caves like this, yeah? Well, 34 of them are open, so I know 34 of them are like fancy as this, you know, elaborate as that. And they're asking us to believe that it's carved by hand with hammers and chisels into solid mountains and that, not at a chance. Look at all the elephants. Knew I'd love this place. Most of it, they say, is Hindu, and then there's areas of Jainism and Buddhism as well. Apparently, that's what they say. But see, that is just for weathering, and you can see where it's buttoned on. Do you know what I mean? Fascinating place. I'd love to go. I think that's where I picked to go. That whole place has been covered in something, and then underwater maybe for years, and the pressure and the molecules of the materials what we used to build it have been swapped, and all the cement what it was built with sunk to the bottom. As the water receded, the molecules are swapped. The cement like molecules have took the place of the material what was used to originally build it. The water's receding, then it's been baked in the sun and dried and set hard. You can see there where it's a wall and it's got something inside, and then it's got coatings on to it, added to it. Can you see? And that elephant there with the square, where it's you probably jointed onto it, and the line, there's a line where it was cast in sections. The elephant just alone were cast in sections.
But I never realised.
Shut up, guys.
Basically.
I've tried to make this vlog so many times. Look, you see the elephant? That line, the square there, we glued its ear on. Pieced together. Because when you're casting anything, yeah, you get to 180 degrees and then you have to have a split. It's an obvious sign of casting. Anything over 180 degrees angle, it'll start running in itself and go, you know, bulging. So you can only do it 180 degrees, so you go see your line at 180 degrees. And you see it so often, that cast line where it, you know, it's just leaking, belting out at you. Right, I went to underneath of these caves. Well, I didn't go. I look at that, and then you see up this wall where the wall's got a girder running right up it there. See here. Oh, right there. You've got a central piece, and then it's coming away from the wall there, the plaster. You can see it's all laid on lathered in. That's not carved, is it? Yeah. You can tell it's got a support beam in there, and then loads of stuff to build it out and flesh it out with all different sorts of materials, which have gone through some process, and the materials have been leached out, and others have got took in its place, which have then set solid and turned to what looks like stone. I looked at some photos of underneath the caves inside, and I'll show you what it showed me. It's for a few days ago. I've been looking at the site for a few days, yeah. But I've only got a phone at the moment, so I've not been taking like loads of pictures and doing it properly because my phone's a nightmare. It's a piece of crap. So it took me ages to collate all these. I know it doesn't look like much, but it did take me a while to get all these together. Look, what does that look like to you? And even that, well, not even that, definitely that. Look here. And this place, yeah, this is what I want to show you. This is the very picture. Look at them marks there. You can see how that were constructed. Can you see all them lines and marks in it? They're the construction where the frame of it is. You can see the framing in here. There, there, there. See one there. And the same at the bottom one. That is built up, no doubt about it. Not a shadow of a doubt. Look how out of place it is. That's a brilliant one, that gives it away totally. You can see exactly what it is there. I think that's the best, most telling image here. You can literally see how it's constructed, can't you? Look at that area there, you can see how it's... See what I'm saying? Just... See, looks like a bit of a knot forming there. That's underneath the thing, the base of it. And here you can see that it's not carved, and it's not weathered like that. That's had something traumatic. It just looks like wood grain to me. Exactly like what wood does. Same proportions and everything. Strange, eh? Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. I've gone on for 22 minutes, I didn't even think of it that long. See you all later. Take care.